Here comes Thomas. I'm the #1 engine. I shouldn't need to mention. Railway adventures. Hauling freight, I'm never late. Railway adventures. Look, here come a friend. Percy, Toby, Edward too. Henry, Gordon, and James too. Red and green and brown and blue. I'm #1 and I know it's true. Following the tracks and right on time. I'm coming down the line. We are really useful, that's for sure. It's Thomas's Railway Adventures. Henry, the big strong engine, was just resting at the works. But since he was gone at the works, somebody else had to do his main important job. That I've not mentioned that job so often, but he has a very special job that he has to pull at night. But since he was at the work, well, he just couldn't pull it. Well, Thomas and Gabe were sitting at Knapper Station one night when the Fat Controller gave him a very special radio call. "Hello, you two," he said. "Would any of you guys like to pull the Flying Kipper tonight?" No, sir. I'd like to. A bit small to do it on your own, Thomas," he replied. "Well, I don't want to do it," said James. "Yes, sir. We'll do it right away," replied the driver. "What? Why did you just volunteer?" said James. "Oh, well, I'm quite fond of a good kipper." "Huh. You're welcome to it. A right old maker today, aren't you?" said his fireman. "You got up at the wrong side of the door this morning, and no mistake." "Huh. Go on, get a move on, or the Fat Controller will give you something to moan about." "Oh, cheer up, James. Why should I? Well, we've all got to do stuff that we don't want to do. But I've always got to do the stuff that I don't want to do." Huh, I hate doing the smelly kipper. Oh. What? said James, wrinkling his nose. "Right, bring him back. Bring him back. There we are. Keep going. There you are." James was coupled up to the fish vans. He had not been waiting long when a forklift truck loaded with fish boxes ready to corner and was heading right towards James. Meanwhile, at the opposite side, a crane was moving some fish crates too, heading right towards James and the forklift. "Oh no!" Whoops. Fish went everywhere, mostly all over the track in front of James. "Oh, that's just great. Yeah, totally great. Now I'm stuck here." Broken fish and boxes lay everywhere, and for once, James was right. The smell, it wasn't nice, nor was it pleasant. But luckily, there were plenty of time to clear up the mess before James had to leave. Men approached with their torches. "So?" asked James. "Yep, we can definitely get this cleared up in time." "Oh, that's a relief." I guess I'll help." "Good. At least that's one thing cleared up now." "Yeah, but not the fish on the line," replied James. Bobber some fish falling onto the line. "Well, it's a good job the boxes didn't fall on you, James," said his driver. Oh. His driver then winked at the fireman inside of his cab. James started to rock around a bit. The idea was too awful to think about. At last, all of the fish was loaded back into crates again. Then they heard the guard whistle, and he was waving his green lamp. Oh, thank goodness, he said to himself. We can now get moving. There was a speed limit in the harbour area, so James couldn't start up quickly. The train felt heavier tonight too. So when he reached the spot where the fixed block keys had burst, he was moving no more than walking pace. Now the rails seemed clean, but oil and scales from the spilled fish were still there, coating the rails with a slippery film. As soon as James reached that spot, his driving wheels had nothing to grip onto. His driving wheels only spun helplessly. They certainly did his best, but the heavy fish train only dragged him to a standstill. He found himself unable to move forward or backwards. Oh, great. Just great. His driver leaped out of his cab and ran to get some help. I honestly can't wait until Henry gets back, said James. Men brought hoses and washed the rails down. It began to make James very wet and not so comfortable. Then they placed sand in the rails in front of each one of his driving wheels, and James was slowly, at last, able to move his heavy load. James was now going to need to make up all the lost time. He was very late, but he didn't care. He was only happy that he was finally off of the fish key. Now, to say he was glad would be putting it mildly. At least my experience wasn't quite as bad as Henry's one, he said. The sun was beginning to come up now. James had to go quicker. Workmen were waiting on James to arrive. Where's the flying keeper? One said. I don't know. Probably running late. Maybe it's swimming with the fishes. You know, we're not funny. Oh. Look, here he comes. Sorry if I'm late. I had a little accident. Oh, that's quite alright, James, he said. At least you're here now. Only one last fish delivery to make now, he said. Bye, James. Huh? Oh, was that? That was a close one. I almost woke up Henry. Oh, good. I'm almost at my last destination. James had arrived. James, how did you do? Oh, well, not very well. What do you mean? Well, some fish crates kind of landed on the rails. Oh, that's why I'm so late. I'm so sorry the fish delivery is late, Thomas. Sorry to keep you waiting at Knapford all this time. Well, got there in the end, James. You're right. I guess I did. Yeah, I'm gonna go send those cars away. Your cars are on my side now, James. James? Oh. Sweet dream, James. James was having a relaxing dream without any fish whatsoever to bother him.